Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Octopode Fighter. That's right, we're playing a melee Octopode of Herp, so not much health or AC. We've got with us here Demise sucks the ancestor, and don't worry because I'm not childish at all. At all. So in the last one we cleared this massive null fortress by abusing our ability to walk through deep water and hitting things with polearms. So we're going to go on with the dungeon down to D4. And the dream would be if there's just water like that everywhere, although I doubt it. Let's check out what these two scrolls are that we've got. There's remove curse. So with the next one I find, we'll check out these rings. And then this one, let's have an early acquirement again. No. We'll enchant our shield. So an extra point of shield. You'll also notice there's been a recent trunk addition. If you look at this top right bit here, there's a noise bar. So I've seen it, as in I caught when it first got added, and when they first added it, I guess this bar was a little bit bigger than they thought. So the map got pushed off down right in the bottom left corner. It was pretty funny. But supposedly it's going to show me the noise that I see. I don't know if it's working, because I can hear a plane, but there's not any indication here. Anyway, so when we hear noise in the dungeon, this will change colors and let us know or have a rough idea of whether we're alerting enemies or not. There's a worker ant. It works just like all the adders we fought before. We stand behind our ancestor and then just fairly risk-free hit it. Same with this one. Okay, apparently the scorpion is stronger than the worker ant, which would be true normally, except that's because they do more poison damage, whereas Demise sucks is immune to poison. So I don't know. Go again. Round 3. D4 is the poison enemy floor. We have 3 curings, so that's fine. Okay. So we just got first turn tormented. You can see here we've been shown that there's a bit of noise. Menicure is a difficult enemy to see on D4 like this, and especially so to get immediately tormented. So we're going to step behind our ancestor. We're going to quaff. We're going to quaff a heal wounds. We're going to quaff a might, and then we're going to fight like this. We just got tormented again. As long as... Oh, no, he's hasted. Yeah, okay, Demise is losing this battle. We're going to teleport. Okay, so we got the early Mencure into the double torment. So let's try and avoid him, I guess. He's up here to the left. I'm not going to read that scroll yet. If it's immolation, I don't want to immolate this phantom. No, I'll do it. Enchant weapon. Okay, so we get a little bit more stabbing power on our trident. And I guess we'll ID one of these potions. Flight. Okay. If we'd found lignification, that would make Mencure a lot easier, because it makes you torment immune. And you get extra AC and extra HP. There's the immolation. Okay. Kinda want to tell Demise to get away from me, even though I know he's not going to explode. You can follow me now. Okay, Auto Explore is taking me back to Mencure. Whoops. We'll head this way. There's the temple. So if we weren't already a het follower, haste. Let's check it out. I predicted again it would be a corrupted temple. Looks like I was wrong. Yeah, okay. It's just a relatively small temple, as in it doesn't have that many altars in it. Some temples will have almost every altar, and some temples will have only a few. So for those ones that only have a few, you're going to see a lot of altars randomly around the dungeon. Hey, shop. Wand of Digging is something we'd ultimately like to have. A File of Floods is something we maybe would like to have. And then let's see what's in this book. Nothing amazing. Certainly nothing we want to rush towards. Another ID. We'll do the other potion. Yeah, there's the league. Okay, so now if we see Mercury, we can fight him. Okay. Come on, Adder. And another heal wounds. That's good to have too. Scroll of Fear. So we've got a fair few panic buttons. We've got 2 teleports, a fear, a league, some heal wounds, a haste. So we shouldn't be dying quite yet. Let's league. Yep. And I guess we'll yell at him. Yeah, see, it showed me a yellow bar when I yelled on the noise meter. Okay. Shields to 6. Okay. So he was a lot easier when we couldn't be tormented. You may now remember your ancestor's life. Right as Grinder and Hound come into view. Let's just pretend that never happened. We'll pick a new stair. And let's remember our life. You get 3 options here. We can do a description. So there's a knight who is a strong melee combatant with superior defenses. There is a battle mage, a warrior capable of relentless offense with both melee and conjurations, and a hexer capable of skilled knife work and debilitating spell power. So there are 3 choices. A knight is more like a tanky person who you want to sit in front of you, which kind of sounds like what we've been doing. A battle mage is a glass cannon sort of build. It will do a lot of damage to enemies with conjuration spells, but it will also die a lot. And then hexer is one who confuses, sometimes paralyzes your enemies. On this sort of character, I wouldn't go battle mage. I feel like a battle mage is better on someone who either you yourself are tankier, so you're not going to rely on the mage, or you're better at running away, or you yourself are a glass cannon, so you could go maximum glass cannon. You both just blow things up together. A knight is a decent choice. So if we picked a knight, we'd be using it to tank for us. I'm going to go hexer though, and that's the one I tend to like the best. That's because the hexer is a bit more survivable, not as much as the knight obviously, but rather than using your ancestor as pure DPS or tank like the knight would be, or the battle mage, a hexer will confuse things, so you get free kills that way. And hexer is also really good because in the earlier floors it has a dagger of draining, and draining is really strong in the early dungeon. And then later on it gets an anti-magic weapon, which makes killing things like orbs of fire, liches, ancient liches, much easier. So we're gonna go Hexa. Yeah. So now Demise sucks the Hexa. Really just wish he'd leave the Hexa alone, am I right? Stop sucking the Hexa. Oh dear. There's someone's ghost who I assume yelled? Is that what happened? No. So I climbed down the stairs and then it's showing us yellow noise. I wonder if that means climbing down the stairs makes noise. See, this noise bar is going to show us all these strange potential noise interactions that we never knew about before. So this ghost apparently has no spells, but can hit for up to 18 damage. So we're gonna X this one out too, and then we'll try the third one. If we have a look at Demise, can see Invis currently has slow and confused. We've got planes again, so it's got a dagger of draining. Alright, let's try this one. So where's Grinder and the Ghost are to the left, so I guess we'll try and stay right. Plain Rapier. For those monsters like that aren't really threatening, I can just hit them with my polearm. I don't have to worry about stepping behind Demise every time. This one I will though. And there's the draining, that little blue symbol I guess it is. Alright, there we go. Let's try this scroll. Fog. Okay. Fair enough. Nope. Looking for our early whatchamacallit? Acquirement. Okay. Our early acquirement so that we can get a sick demon trident right off the bat. So we've been marked. I'm assuming that this pink/purple bar means maximum amount of noise. So we need to start heading up back to a stair because everything on this enemy, and again let's just do some trap rage because the whole floor is going to be running at us now. I'm just going to take this slowly so I don't step around the corner into an ogre and insta die. Yeah, so we've got a whole bunch like this. This is why traps are so lame. So, through no fault of our own, we've been marked. The whole floor is running at us. We are lucky enough to have some teleport scrolls. But if you didn't, you would now be sandwiched between Grinder and a ghost with nowhere to go, and the whole floor would be coming as well. So, we're going to read a teleport and hope that we don't just land back in here. Okay, our surroundings are different. So we're at the bottom here. So we still don't have a good way to get back to these stairs. So let's call our ancestor back. And we are trying to get, well, we're no longer marked. So that's good. So I guess as long as we, okay, because they would have last seen us back around here. So as long as we get away from that. Alright, cool. So we're back at the stairs. And that trap basically just cost us a teleport scroll. Through no misplays of our own. There's another remove curse. Actually we have 3, so... Oh no, we did just pick up 3, good. I was a bit sad that I had missed it, but I hadn't. We can check out these rings now. A ring of ice. protection from fire, -3 strength, and let's see this hunting sling. Okay, it's not cursed. Yeah, the sling bullet's good. Okay, we also have some nets. Should remember that. Some throwing nets as well. Alright, so we read or remove curse. We don't want the -3 strength. And I'm also going to remove the ring of cold. So of ice. So we're gonna have RF, and then if we see a monster with cold damage, we'll switch. There's Edmund. He has Holy Wrath. We could try to fight him, or we could just walk away, which is the smarter option. We can fight him a little bit later on this floor. If we just walk around, we'll get a bit more XP. We'll be slightly stronger. There's Grander. If we might again, and with our Demise sucks the Hexer, we should be fine here. Grinder can't paralyze us without direct line of sight, although there's Demise is gone, but it's alright. We'll go Int. There's another leak, which is good, and we should wait for Demise to come back. There's our Ghost. No, I'd rather just not. See, look how much damage. Jeez. Okay, good. So I put Demise between us. He helped make a gap, which means we can go up the stair. Unless the ghost random energies us like that, but we can call Demise again. Can we fight? No, it's not working. And this ghost is really fast, but we can go up the stairs. Yeah, we shouldn't die in 2 turns. We're very hungry. Maybe we can eat this iguana. Yep. Om nom nom nom. I'm not going to enchant my +1 trident. Being +2 is not that much better. I mean, well, it is, but as soon as we see any sort of rune trident, we're going to use that instead. Alright, so there's a ghost running around on this floor, which we'll leave. We could come and fight it later, maybe, if we really wanted to, but it's not a big deal. D6. You can now swap creatures with your ancestor. So that's one of our abilities now. Transference. Forces a targeted creature to pass through the realms of memory and exchange places with your ancestor. With great piety, those near the target will be drained. Depends on your invocation skill. So with 0 invocations at the moment, this has a 22% chance of working. And it just, you can use it as an escape. So you can tell your ancestor to run one way, and then you could swap with a monster maybe. Let's not fight a centaur like that. Although maybe our ancestor can just kill it. No, this is just such a dumb idea. Come here, Demise. Where did the ice piece go? It's over there, but we're being chased by a ghost. Go Demise. No, you lost. Wouldn't expect anything else. Is this the centaur one? No. So this stairs should be fine. This is Holy Word. Apparently our ancestor is not spooky. so it's not hurt by Hollywood. This is also kind of a crappy place. There, that's better. Just wanted a corner to fight him around. And you can see here that using your ancestor to block, or this lesson applies for summons generally, is not a foolproof way to do it here. Where is it? I don't know. We see that we're hurt. One of those arrows was shot at Demise sucks, but it missed and hit me. So, especially if you're fighting a ranged thing, if you're 1 HP, if you're 1 hit from dying, don't think that you're safe just because you're putting a summon between you and that thing. It really sucks when the arrow misses and then nails you. There's Sigmund. We're on D6, so that's not that scary. He's now invis. Demise sucks can see invis, so looks like Sigmund is in front of us, maybe? Oh, he's down there. Okay. Oops. I swung at the air that time. Did we get him? This one. Oh, he's confused, that's why. Like, why is Sigmund just running around? There we go. Thank you, Demise sucks. It hexed Sigmund, but then I couldn't see Sigmund. So he's just running around confused while invis. There's D6. Onto D7. That's vehement. For a second there I had a mental blank on what god that was. We have 4 ID but nothing to ID. So let's see with this Howl Monkey. Their whole deal is that they're really loud. So I guess if it yells, our noise bar should go nuts. Has not yet. There it is, it's red. So not as scary looking as the bright purple from the alarm trap. A lot of noise, all the same. More teleport. What are we learning? Nothing. As in our skills, they're just the same. Our weapon, some fighting, dodging, and then also focusing our shields skill. What? Is that no really? Huh. I don't want to directly fight the ogre, so just waited for it to get hexed, or we just kill it from afar. One of the two. You can see a lot of things are getting hexed. I'm going to quiver the nets so that I remember I have them. I'm not really tomahawking things. And if I wanted to do that, I could use a hunting sling. Octopode sling skills are 0. I mean, we could train that, but no. I'm not going to train it for a +0 hunting sling. Fighting to 6, palm to 8. There's a hungry ghost. I really wish... Why cannot I not recall him? Okay. Yeah, I really wish that they were between each other. Didn't really want to use transference. Cost piety. Okay, I want a flame. Let's turn that off because we don't need multiple ones of flame. I had to change my settings file because previously I wouldn't have picked them up, but having one is good. Let's ID this amulet because we have a lot of IDs. Harm, that's exactly why. Being a -10% octopode with harm sounds like a really good way to die. Okay. We don't want to do this because of the priest. I can instruct Demise to fight and see if it can kill one or maybe two of them. But I don't want to die to the priest. Look at this. Maybe we can ID our flame wand. Could shoot some. No, we're gonna get smites. Let's head towards an upstairs. We wanna go. Okay, well, we didn't walk a very efficient route, but should work out. I could pull him up with me. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I should be strong enough to fight him, and if not, I'll just kite him around until Demise spawns again. D7 done. Making some pretty good progress on our melee Octopode of Hep. That phantom was rough. Please don't see me. Maybe unnatural stealth helping out there. You can see with no AC, if you don't block things and they hit you, they really hurt. We have 5 magic mapping on D8, that's insane. And we've used one already, so I'm gonna find the ossuary. It's right there. And there's a shop, a couple of shops, and lair. So this was a very valuable magic mapping. Let's not fight those sheep for the moment. Can't resist that stab there though. Alright. Let's go, Demise. That's a lot of dudes. Fortunately, we are faster than the mummies, so it's actually, well, it's not impossible, but it's very difficult to die to them because we can just make a gap with our speed and then pull on them from a tile away. So with care, they would never be able to hit us. But we're also just stronger anyway, which is why I'm not bothering. Yay, a bunch of things. Let's ID these new potions. Ambrosia, agility, and brilliance. And a whole bunch of other stuff on the other side. It's a lot of ID. Oh no, it's not. I thought I just picked up a bunch, but I'm just crazy. Alright, so next we want to see what's in those shops. I have to actually use either the $sign or the % key to see my gold now. Because where the noise bar is where gold used to be. We have 500, so these shops potentially could be. Oh, that one's shut. No. Lame. These Yaks do a lot of damage in melee, but they're also quite easy to hex. So you can see that, and they get drained, although that one did not. Okay. So I'm gonna bring him up. And then, oh, we just fought him. But I was potentially, especially if I got hit again, just going to run around for my ghost to respawn. Alright, so that shot was shut, I think, looked like. Yeah, so that was just a tease. There's another shop to the left. We'd either like a good, well, Demon Trident would be the absolute dream, but a good trident or some jewelry, or even a large shield would be good too. Okay, so just a few things we're after, not greedy at all. It's a bookshop. Okay, that's not bad either. That's got application in it. That's potentially good. We could also use Animate skeleton, if we could be bothered, would be very strong, particularly at this stage of the game. We could learn some hexes again, but we have a hexer, so actually there's really no point. The hexes will happen automatically. Conjurations, if we want to blast things. Book of Beasts. You could go into summonings, that could work, potentially. And then Dreams has shadow creatures, so that's one potential way we could go. Control Blink, some more conjurations. No, we don't really want to do that one. Some clouds. Conjurations again. Book of the Earth has statue form, iron shot, shatter. If you were doing 15 rune, statue form octopode is pretty good because you get to keep all 8 of your rings, and then you get a lot of AC, whereas you normally would have barely any. And callings, that's what we're doing. We're buying this. This has Spire in it, so that's easy mode pickup. And we're going to learn Summon Lightning Spire. We'll train... How quickly do I want to get there? My polearms becomes min delay at 14. It's going to be hard to cast still with our shield penalty. So I think we'll keep training like this for the moment, and then our polearms and our shield are both going to be relatively soon at stages where we can turn them off. We're not having trouble killing stuff at the moment. Excuse me. So we're not like desperate to get to Spire. I mean, I always am a little bit because it's so good, but we're doing fine killing stuff as it is. So I'm happy just to be a bit patient about it. Well, I do this amulet. Amulet of the Gourmand. So this allows us to eat chunks all the time, even when we're not hungry. As we don't have any other amulet, we may as well wear it. Two-headed ogre. That's scary. Can try to shoot it a bit from range. Okay, and now that it's on top of us, we'll let Demise fight it. It looks like Demise confused it, and then yeah, drained it. Okay, there you go. The power of the hexer. This is recharging. Okay, well, more flaming. Not much other choice. Alright, there's D8. I'm not ready to go into lair just yet. Things like spiny toads, while they can be hexed, they're going to do so much damage to us. So we'll get a bit more experience in the dungeon. Wand of Disintegration is kind of useless now that it can't dig. It's pretty much like an MR. It's a conjuration that has to check the MR of your enemies. So it's pretty bad. It's okay if you find it on maybe the first few floors of the dungeon, but at this stage, kind of anything that's scary enough I want to be using it on is going to have good MR anyway. We have one league, let's get another. Lignification is really good because it gives us all the AC we're missing, so it's a good way to fight things as an octopode. And we don't have any poison resistance, so if we come across say a pack of bees, we'll probably die. Except that we won't, because we now have Lig. It looks like... okay, I thought Demise had confused it, but he's just slowed it. But that works, because now we can kite it while it's slowed. Not slowed anymore. Okay. as we walk around like this, Demise can potentially hex it again. Like that. Confused. There we go. Powers of Hep. A two-headed ogre for an octopode at this stage in the game would normally be very deadly because he could, I'm not quite sure one-shot, probably not one-shot, but could definitely two-shot us. But okay, so Demise is like, screw that one yak in particular. Please come here. Okay, we're dying. Okay, let's beat a retreat. Okay, so we're really dying. If we get random energy, we could just die. So I'm gonna heal wounds. That was an unfortunate backspawn. And we're gonna head back upstairs. Oh, we got our ancestor back. Why did we... Okay, the yak caught us. Let's just go up. Let's try again. I should have put the... We'll go back up. He's been slowed, that's fine. I should put the Ring of Ice on to fight that guy. Okay, and yeah. These Yaks. Don't back myself into a corner. You can see how much damage I can take. Because I have no AC. And I'm relying more on dodging and shields. So I'll avoid a lot of damage by not being hit, but when I get hit with only one AC, it really hurts. Spire will help in that regard once we get there too. Get this guy. Arms to 10. Okay. We can... No, it's not working. Head back up. Okay, never mind. Okay, do mind. It is slowed, but I just want to heal up and then we'll go again. There we go. So, melee Octopode. It was a pretty easy life. Now it's sometimes getting harder. Okay, it's being slowed. And drained. And confused. Thank you. We can't wear a troll leather armor though. Can't wear any armor in fact. I think we'll do some D10. Yeah, alright. We'll check out D10. Okay, well there's Fanar. That's not good. Though we do have... We can get one protection from cold, but still, that's still a scary unique. This might be Josephine. No. It's kind of... I'm very cheeky trying to get to this shot behind Fanar. It's probably too cheeky, I think. Do I want to bring this ghost with me? I think so. We'll pull him up and then pull him around a bit. I was about to say I shouldn't fight him like that because if I get slowed, it's potentially going to be a bad time. Here's another two-headed ogre. Tell Demise to attack while I fire some slings. Okay. Now hex him. Yep, there we go. Are we going to try again? I should preemptively put the Ring of Ice on then. Yeah. So, you might be thinking an armor shot. Has Ultra lost his mind because Octopodes can't wear armor? I might have lost my mind, but there could be a hat in there, and there could also be an artifact shield or a large shield, both of which would be Very good for us to have. There are none of those things. Okay. There's an artifact centaur barding. It would be a nice time to be a centaur. Crocodile. Oh, we can fight that. Especially drained and confused. I'm going to put my remove the ring of ice again. And I don't know. Okay. We don't want to fight that orange statue. Walk around it. At some stage in the future, oh, it saw the ghost. The ancestor, I mean. At some point in the future, we can port that book out if we really want it. I think I'm dying to a, yeah, I am, to a, an unseen horror. Yeah, okay, I really am dying to it. I'm gonna heal wounds. And I could teleport or fear it. I feel like I want to fear it. And then I don't think it got feared, so I'm going to teleport. So this could be really bad. Hopefully we're not going to land next to Fana. Just in case we do, I'm putting the ring of ice on. Yeah, exactly. Okay. He didn't see us though. Alright. So, the unseen horror is... Demise can kill it because Demise can see invis, but it does so many attacks to us and we have no AC, so we don't really want to fight it. Remove the ring of ice. So we've gone through most of, or all of our heal wounds now. Potentially I could have used the League there in that situation, but I don't know. Choose to, I'm not sure fear actually could have worked on the unseen horror. Yes, fear. Scroll of fear. Scares monsters away. Only affects living non-berserk monsters. So I think an unseen horror actually doesn't count as living. So that was a waste of a fear scroll. Let's see. Int animal. No, that's just intelligence. Yeah, probably the fear. Probably you can't fear an unseen horror. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, so D10 is kind of scary. I guess we could start off with Lair. We don't have many or very good rings, which is always a sad time when you're an Octopode. Because we could be walking around with +6 AC, +6 EV, +6 Slay, all those things together. It could be amazing. Actually, if we just had resist poison, I'd be happy. But we do not. Okay, I could ID this disintegration one, but I think meh. Alright, so let's call that an episode. Next one we'll do Lair. Hopefully not just get destroyed by some spiny toads, etc. Or some hydras. We'll see. Hopefully I'll see you guys all there for that next one.